Third row back on the inside, it's going to be Corey Lawler in the 93 on his outside. The 88 out of Flemington, West Virginia, that's Chad Green. Row 4, Saxonburg, Pennsylvania is Tyler Dietz in the 00 and Gary Lyle in the 10. And your final starter, and he is able to answer the call, it's going to be Brayton Santee out of Conneaut, Ohio in the 9. In all, 9 cars set to go 8 laps. And the winner of this heat race will start on the pole, the Victory Fuel pole. That's right. Welcome back,
Invaded.
James.
I feel like a cicada. We had the strawberry moon. Well, I thought we were supposed to have the strawberry moon again tonight, right?
I don't know that we're going to see a moon this evening.
Let's keep this thing rolling. Drake Troutman, Garrett Alberson for the Victory Fuel pole in the first main event of the night. Both looking for their first career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series of the new Nutrient Solutions Start Zone. DJ, we are underway. 8 laps. Everybody's going to transfer.
Two drivers starting on the front row of this heat race looking for their first ever Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. Can one of them roll from the Victory Fuel pole here tonight? Troutman to get the early advantage down the back straightaway. McCready's going to take the second spot away from Garrett Alberson. McCready may not be done yet at the end of lap number 1. Drake Troutman is your leader.
McCready, 2-time Firecracker 100 winner. Works the bottom. Again, he took over this ride. Rocket won back in March. He was 9th in the Lucas Oil points. He's now 4th. In that Big River Steel chase to the championship presented by ARP, the veteran battle for the lead. The young gun, Drake Troutman, the wily veteran, Tim McCready, and Garrett Alberson up top in 50. Remember, Alberson started on the outside front row of a feature last night. He'll have a run down the back straightaway. But how about Drake Troutman on the Big River Steel podium in that second feature? 1 night to go.
Talked to Drake Troutman in the pit area a little earlier, James. He said his car felt really good last night. He thought maybe he had something for the 49 last night in his feature. Said he just ran out of laps. He said in the restarts at the end of the race killed him. This one stays green. He's looking good right now. Crossed flags shown to the field. 4 down, 4 to go. Troutman out front by 1.4 seconds.
How about Corey Lawler in that 4th spot? A good run for the Dryden Ponchos Racing Products 93, leading fellow Rookie of the Year candidate Clay Harris out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Harris all over him, but it is all Drake Troutman right now. Last time around is 1.4 seconds. And this time, it's 2 seconds the advantage for the 19-year-old out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania.
Drake Troutman picking them up and putting them away as the defending Gateway Dirt Nationals modified champion, looking good in the 7 car. He had over 20 wins in 4 divisions last year. Already got a couple wins here in 2024. Looking, though, for his first ever Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. He's coming around, James, to 2 laps to go. And there's the Barron's Performance white flag.
Man, he looks good in turn 1. He's got almost a straightaway lead. Trying to keep it on the edge there out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The advantage 2.2 seconds. Out at turn number 4, he's going to lead wire to wire. Drake Troutman on the Victory Fuel pole in the first feature of the night. Here comes second Alberson. It's going to be McCready's going to get second. Alberson and the battle here at the line. Clay Harris got Lawler on the last lap, Dustin.
That's how they finish up here in Penske Shocks heat race number 1. It's going to be Corey Lawler finishing 5th, Clay Harris 4th, 3rd goes to Garrett Alberson, 2nd to Tim McCready, and the winner Penske Shocks heat race number 1 out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania, the RFI Resources, Wheeler Fleet Solutions, Certainty, Colton Farms, Shoes Diesel Performance, Smith Warehouse sponsored. Number 7, how about it for Drake Troutman?
Drake Troutman with his 2nd Simpson Race Products Heat Race win of the year. Enters the event 2nd in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year battle with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Well, Drake, a podium finish last night. You didn't just win that heat race. You won it going away. What does the track look like tonight compared to this point last night?
It's definitely a lot more blown off than what it was there last night. I feel like we definitely got a pretty good hot rod, man. Like I said last night, just really proud of my crew. They worked really hard this week for me, and I don't know. I think we got a really good Longhorn chassis. Just got to thank Vinny Giuliani, Matt Langston, Kevin Rumley, Keith Burner with AccuForce, just everyone who plays a role in this thing, all my sponsors, and I don't know, hopefully we can just keep it going.
Well, Drake Troutman is going to go after the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series feature win tonight from the Victory Fuel pole. Guys, in 863 events, there's been 90 different winners. Tonight, he's going to try to become winner number 91 as we are set now for Summit Racing Equipment Heat 2.
Yeah, no doubt a podium finish here last night. Big River Steel podium 3rd in that second feature. All right, DJ, Summit Racing number 2 coming up here for Group A. On the pole will be former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year. It'll be Mason Ziegler in the 25Zs out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. And Greg Satterley, that heartbreak last night while running second, had the wheel cover come off filled with mud. Cost him a possible runner-up and maybe a victory last night. He starts outside row 1 in 22.
Row 2 on the inside, it'll be the big perm Dalton Wilson out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, and the James Ratliff-owned 18D. And on his outside, out of Sugar Grove, PA, in the bump 22, it's Bump Hedman.
Jared Miley, the Miley family, a lot of history here at Lernerville. He's a former track champion, as is his uncle Ben. It'll be out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Jimmy Owens looking for his first win here at Lernerville. 4-time Lucas Oil champion out of Newport, Tennessee.
And your final 2 starters, then it'll be Morristown, Tennessee's Forrest Trent in the 101, and Pennsboro, West Virginia's Ryan Payne in the number 12. 8 cars, 8 laps. And the winner of this second Summit Racing Equipment heat will start in the outside front row of tonight's Group A feature. Mason Ziegler on the pole with Greg Satterley on the outside, and they go green in the New Green Ag Solutions starting zone.
Mason Ziegler always tough here in this home state, whether it's Port Royal or here at Lernerville. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Dalton Wilson working the inside of the round of 18. He'll take second. He may not be done, and he throws it in off at turn 4. And man, he threw that into PNC Park. Wilson did. And he's back in a second. Here comes Satterley. Ziegler still leads. Here he comes again, Dustin.
He's going to drive it in deep again this time. Oh, here comes Big Perm on the inside. Ziegler on the outside. Ziggy's going to hang on. Oh, baby.
If this is not entertaining, last night was awesome. The crate heats were great as well. The rush crate heats down the back straightaway. Wilson this time. Ziegler goes down low, tries to block him. He can't get down there. They're side by side. Off at turn 4. Ziegler still leads Dustin Jarrett.
This is
baby.
Oh, man, this is outstanding. And here comes Jared Miley up there to do battle as well. Miley's got that Deller Motorsports 75 up there knocking on the back door. And Jimmy Owens is going to join the battle. Look at this race.
You want the truth? Here he comes.
You got the truth.
You got it. He goes to the outside of Wilson now. He'll try to get that run. I don't know how they keep that right rear on the racetrack. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Satterley as Ziegler tries to pull away. They'll have 3 to go. A dandy at Lernerville in heat 2. Owens almost went over the bank. Here comes Miley on the bottom.
Oh, this is unbelievable. 3 laps to go.
Whoa, and they got together a little. Wilson and Satterley. Here comes Miley. The fastest yellow 75 since Bart Hartman on the bottom. Here he comes.
Fastest 75 since John Gill.
There you go.
And while this has been going on, Mason Ziegler has stretched out to a 1.1 second advantage over this trio of race cars. Dalton Wilson, Jared Miley, and Greg Satterley coming around this time. James, they're going to get the Barron's Performance 1 to go.
Miley started 5th. He may get 2nd. Jimmy Owens trying to get up in there right now. He runs in 5th, final lap. The Barron's 1 lap down the back straightaway. Ziegler and Dalton Wilson, what a battle they had early on, but Ziggy is going to pull away pending the UNO8 scales. He will win heat 2 tonight, Dustin Jarrett.
Second spot down to the line. Give it to Dalton Wilson over Jared Miley, Greg Satterley, Jimmy Owens, followed by Forrest Trent, Bump Hedman, and Ryan Payne. So 5th to Owens, 4th to Satterley, 3rd to Miley, 2nd will go to Dalton Wilson. And picking up the win, it'll be an all Keystone State front row. In tonight's Group A feature, the driver out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania in the green lane, JLE Industries, Imperial River Transportation, Roy's Body Shop, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, PX Logistic Group, Clemens Powered Rocket Chassis. How about it for the driver of the 25Z, Mason Ziegler?
Well, guys, he had to work for that one. 7 starts in the Firecracker 100 for Mason Ziegler. 8th back in 21, his best finish. 9th last year. 2 career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series wins. Those both came at East Bay Raceway Park down in Gibsonton, Florida. As Ziegler will pull off the helmet. Mason, you got the win, man, but Dalton Wilson was throwing the Hail Marys early in that one. How hard was it to keep your composure?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, on the first lap, first corner there, he just like made me lift, ready to park it on my hood. And after that, I didn't really care how he felt about me turning left on him. So, yeah, it was interesting. I don't feel like my car is that good, but we were able to hold on.
All right, Mason Ziegler, the heat's up in the cockpit of the 25Z, guys. He gets it done in Summit Racing Equipment heat number 2.
An excessive heat warning in heat 2, right? Ziggy with the win. Boy, Miley almost got second from 5th, but he'll take 3rd, and we're ready for the final heat here in Group A. No B mains tonight. Earnhardt Technology. Speaking of guy who driving in, Dale Earnhardt did, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Earnhardt Technologies. Heat number 3, you've got Dan Stone, big brother, out of Thompson, Pennsylvania, and Ross Robinson, the 7, out of Georgetown, Delaware.
Mid-Atlantic showing out in this one. C for Delaware's Trevor Collins with a good qualifying effort. He'll start inside row 2, and on his outside, out of Brookville, PA, the 57 of Bo Lockwood.
Tyler Wine in his first Lucas Oil start last night was the Todd Steelbuilding Hard Charger in that second feature. He's out of Oil City, PA, and Jamie Latham in the Bruce Kane Racing 15K out of Mechanicsville, Maryland.
And a pair of Lernerville regulars will make up row number 4. Joshua Powell in the 11 on the inside, and the 27T of Aliquippa's Tony White on the outside. Once again, 8 cars going to roll 8 laps in this one, and the winner of Earnhardt Technologies.
Hey guys, we got debris at the top of turn number 3. Yeah, they're going to bring on the Dave Warren Power Sports caution. One of the teams trying to get out of the infield. Yeah, I think they left the heat cover on the racetrack, and not going to say who, but it says Ziegler on it. So.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, they were trying to get out of there, and probably should have waited into this heat. And now the world's going to know which team they were with. Guys, how about that last
if you were
heat?
starting a basketball team, you'd want Dan Stone or Ross Robinson as your power forward, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for the longest, Dan Stone's dog would have been on the team as well. He was taller than most of the people I know as well.
He was taller than Tyler Reddick back in the day, absolutely.
He was.
James said that he's made 1 year.
And it was true. It was JD was a big old boy.
So many memories at East Bay. One last time coming up in October. Get your tickets now. Dan Stone and Ross Robinson for inside row 2, the final heat for the Group A feature at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. It's Big Brother and Ross the boss. Here we go.
The boss and Big Brother in row number 1. This could be an interesting heat race right here. They roll off into turns 1 and 2. Dan Stone gets the early advantage. He'll come off turn number 2. Robinson going to try to work his way back by. There 1, 2, 3, 4 cars back there battling for the 3rd spot at the end of lap number 1. Give it to Dan Stone.
Here comes Jamie Latham. First time he's run here in 12 years, he told me, into turn 1. Took over this ride a week or so ago from Bruce Kane Racing. Jensen Ford had been the driver earlier this year, now driving for John Minen. Dan Stone. Remember, he won the Uncle Sam race here a couple of years ago, went off the track, and Bruce Kane, the announcer's jinx. The Bruce Kane Racing 15K and the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out for Jamie Latham.
Yeah, tough break for Jamie Latham as he brings out the first Dave Warren Power Sports caution of this 3rd heat race of the night, and Tony White has spun to a stop at the end of the back straightaway as well. Ben?
You know, Dan Stone, you're right, James. He won the non-qualifiers race, the Uncle Sam non-qualifier race back in 2022, and hell, they put it to bed after that. I think they retired it, so he's going to go down as the last champion. But he has started this event 12 different times, the driver of the Super Deuce Racing entry, and trying to put it in the show again here this weekend. 9th, his best finish back in 2011. And guys, right now, if I get to pick first, I'm putting Dan Stone and Ross Robinson. The guys run 1 and 2 on my basketball team.
Well, remember Dan Stone, because you asked him that, and he wanted to run it. He said, "We're here to race," right? I mean, that was his quote, right? And a lot of them do that.
I think that was DJ that year.
It might have been DJ. Was it you?
Nobody can tell us.
I think it was me.
Nobody can tell us.
Nobody can tell you apart.
Well,
Boy, that last heat race, our good friends Rick Eshelman and Dow Carnahan would have loved that action, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would have. Yes, they would have.
Well, let's not forget Dow had the soundbite heard around the world, right here at this race with Russ King, who's here at the race, turning wrenches for Brock Pinkrist. But, yeah, man, again, we talked about it last night. When you think of Lernerville, you think of Dow. And when you think of the Firecracker, you definitely think of Rick Eshelman.
No doubt about it, the 18th annual edition. Looks like Tony White is going to go on the hook. The Aliquippa, Pennsylvania driver, regular here at Lernerville on Friday nights. So again, no B mains tonight for either group here in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We had 49 cars entered. So everybody's going to get to run in the feature tonight. So Tony White have to go back and make repairs to be able to start that first 25 lap A main here tonight, Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, after this heat race, the Big River Steel folks that are going to be riding on the, I don't know what you call it, the sled. What is the wagon that goes around the
hay
track.
wagon?
The hay wagon, yeah. The Big River Steel.
It's the steel wagon.
The steel
It's the
wagon.
steel
wagon.
Yes,
There
the
you
Big
go.
River Steel wagon that'll be over in Turn 4. Those folks that are riding in it will need to make their way over towards Turn 4 upon the conclusion of this heat race.
Hey, DJ, Scott
Ben.
Coleman told me tomorrow 500 employees from Big River Steel. There's quite a few here last night, quite a few tonight. 500 will be here tomorrow.
I selfishly just hope they leave some food for you and I, because that was a delicious meal we had last year, courtesy of Scott Coleman.
We absolutely freeloaded on that last year. And I'm going to tell you what, Scott Coleman, he's got a long history back to his U.S. Steel days. And, you know, all the support with racing at that. And, of course, U.S. Steel, part of Big River Steel. And I just can't say enough about Scott and what he's done to support racing. And, boy, that Big River Steel chase for the championship presented by ARP, literally the last lap of the last race last year is what it went down to.
Absolutely. I talked to Scott briefly up here in the suite a little bit earlier. Talked to Dave Warren as well. Happy to have those guys here with us this weekend. 2 laps in the book, 6 laps remaining here in Earnhardt Technologies heat race number 3. Dan Stone will bring them around turns 3 and 4, and they fire in the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone.
Here comes Trevor Collins on the outside into 1. Ross Robinson on the bottom. Ross through the middle. It is still Dan Stone, but how about Trevor Collins, the Delaware driver, in the Austin Hubbard throwback, number 11 into turn 3. Here comes Collins. He's got a bead down the straightaway, but Dan Stone still leads in 2.
Trevor Collins looking good. Look, he's out there running like he's racing for the last bucket of Fisher's popcorn in the 11C. Good battle up there
Here
between
comes
the
Ross.
top 3.
Here comes the top 3. Ross on the bottom for the lead. Here comes Collins.
I think Collins may get them all.
I'll tell you, the racing here tonight off the hook at Lernerville. Collins to the outside, Trevor. And the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out for Joshua Powell in turn 4.
Man.
Oh, man, what a race we had going on. Please stay green.
Yep, we needed a PSG.
Dave Warren Power Sports. Go to DaveWarrenSegway.com. Be sure to register. You can see this UT10 side by side. Then we're getting away at Eldora Speedway coming up in October, valued at $14,000.
And we talked about the great sponsors. I got a chance today. I know you guys already have. I got to talk to Dave Warren for the first time, and he's just been elated with the amount of exposure with Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and a lot of new fans getting exposed to them, and we appreciate what they're doing to support the series.
All right, 4 laps to go. We're halfway done in Heat 3. Earnhardt Technologies Heat 3.
This could be
Here
good.
we go. Yeah, the top 3 have put on a show, but back in it is the 15K. Here comes Latham, and here comes Tyler Wyatt.
Jamie Latham's made the Firecracker 100 one time. Tyler
Collins.
Yes. Trevor Collins, not Tyler.
Well, Tyler Collins, we know him,
Well,
right?
yeah, he's
from
that's right.
Indy. He's from Indiana. Here comes Robinson on the bottom. Here comes Wyatt. Here comes the 15K, but Dan Stone still leads. Into turn 1, 3 to go. Robinson, Stone got a little out of shape down the back right away.
Here comes Collins.
Can they go 3 wide? I don't know. Collins to the outside, Stone in the middle. Robinson, they might go 3 wide off at turn 4. Robinson will take the lead at 7.
Ross Robinson out front now with 2 laps to go. Trevor Collins trying to get it wound up on the high side. Oh, he's got a good run. He's going to go around Big Brother and move into the 2nd spot. Now we'll try to track down Ross Robinson. James, as they come around turns 3 and 4. This is the Barron's Performance, 1 to go.
Trevor Collins has never won a heat race in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Ross Robinson, 4th in the Show Me 100, pulls away down the back straightaway in the Georgetown, Delaware driver, the Dutch Star Motorsports number 7. Alpha turn number 4. He'll take the checkered flag here in an exciting Heat 3.
2nd spot goes to Trevor Collins. Great run. Dan Stone 3rd. Tyler Wyatt 4th. Jamie Latham 5th, followed by Bo Lockwood, Joshua Powell, and Tony White round out the field. How about that one, Lernerville Speedway? That was a good heat race. Finishing in 5th was Jamie Latham. 4th was Tyler Wyatt. 3rd was Dan Stone. Trevor Collins finished 2nd, and picking up the win in his Clements-powered rocket chassis, that Ken Adams Dutch Star Motorsports, Stokely Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, the Frozen Farmer, Fox Shock sponsored number 7. How about it for Ross Robinson?
Ross Robinson picks up his 4th Simpson Race Products Heat Race win of the year, and it comes in Earnhardt Technologies Heat 3. 3 wins on the year. How about that one, man? You bided your time and you got to the lead. What kind of changes are you going to make on this race car for the feature here tonight?
We just got to tweak on a little bit. I feel like the things we done today, we just kind of talked about it, and I think we went in the right direction. We just kind of got to go a little bit more, but Like, that was fun there. Just Stoney just missed it that one time, give me a shot, but that was fun racing with my buddy Trevor from back home. That's pretty cool. So hopefully we make the right choices and we can do something tonight.
All right, a couple of Delaware guys and a Pennsylvania guy battled it out, and it's Delaware taking the win. Ross Robinson, he'll start third in the first feature. Hey guys, as we move into Heat Race 1, presented by Penske Shocks for Group B, worth noting a few sprinkles falling down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
Yeah, just check the radar. A very, very, very light cell hovering over us right now. Nothing to be concerned about. Again, do want to remind the folks from Big River Steel that are going to be riding on the wagon. You need to make your way down towards turn 4 at this time. Again, the Big River Steel employees riding the wagon tonight need to make your way down to turn 4 at this time.
All right, this will be Heat 1 in Group B. Penske Shocks Heat 1 on the pole will be the 72, the 3-time and reigning and current points leader here at Lernerville at a Sarver, PA. It'll be Michael Norris, and on the outside, the 49 car winner last night at one of the main events out of Blairsville, Georgia, to be Superman Jonathan Davenport.
Row number 2 on the inside, the defending Marion Center track champion is going to be Levi Yetter in the 9, and on his outside out of Bear Lake, PA in the 99B, it's going to be Boom Briggs.
Logan's Aaron, a regular here at Lernerville. He's out of Hookstown, PA, and Chubb Frank, runner-up last night of the second feature. He's out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, the 1-star.
Your final 2 starters, then a pair of Keystone State drivers, Dan Angelicchio from Mount Pleasant in the 14, and Mason Town's Michael Duritsky in that Tom Crow owned number 40. Once again, 8 cars will be running 8 laps, and we've got the lineup set for this evening's first feature. The way they finish this will help determine the lineup for the second feature. James, with the winner of Penske Shocks Heat 1 for Group B, starting on the pole of the Group B feature here tonight.
Norris outruns Davenport. This crowd will, and he gets at the Nutrient Solution start zone. We are underway. Can Norris get his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win tonight? You got to win this heat to have a good starting spot. They're 3 wide back here for 4th. Norris leads Davenport into turn 3.
No doubt about it. Mike Norris at the front of the field in the 72. Here comes Jonathan Davenport on the inside. Norris will lead lap number 1. Levi Yetter right now holding coast in that 3rd spot, followed by last night's 2nd place finisher Chubb Frank in the 1-star, and Boom Briggs trying to get a run on the outside.
Nobody knows this track more than Michael Norris, again 3-time and reigning track champion, the current points leader down the straightaway. Getting sub for Don O'Neill. Remember that for Clint Boyer Racing a few years back. And right now, looking to start on the pole of this second feature of the night. And he pulls away from JD into turn 3. Good battle for 3rd between Yetter and the 1-star of Chubb Frank. Look at this behind him.
It's a hornet's nest from about 3rd on back. That lead duo has put a little bit of distance between themselves in the battle on your screen. As James mentioned, Levi Yetter out of Cabot in the number 9. And of course, Chubb Frank and his famed 1-star. Oh, Michael Duritsky doing a little agricultural racing off the track, coming off turn number 2. He's able to gather it back up. We stay green. 4 laps in the books, 4 laps remaining here in Penske Shocks Heat 1 for Group B.
You have to play the hometown crowd, don't you?
That's
in
right.
about 3 more laps, you're going to be doing that because Michael Norris has got 3 laps to go pending the UNO8 scales. He is lengthened out over Jonathan Davenport. Into turn number 1. Davenport looking for his first Firecracker win here tomorrow night. Levi Yetter in 3rd. Chubb Frank is 4th. But it is all Michael Norris, the hometown driver out of Sarver, with 2 to go for the pole of the Group B feature.
Norris is just set sail in this one, James, with 2 laps left to go. He has stretched out to over a 2-second advantage on Superman Jonathan Davenport. They come off turn 4. This is the Barron's Performance, 1 to go.
Down the straightaway, it's going to go caution-free the way it looks right now. Davenport 2nd, battle for 3rd back here between Yetter and Chubb. Out of turn number 2, it's 1.6 seconds. That is almost a straightaway lead that Michael Norris will lead Jonathan Davenport out of turn 4. He'll be on the pole of the second feature.
2nd spot's going to go to Davenport. 3rd, that's the battle on your screen. Give it to Chubb Frank ahead of Levi Yetter. Yes.
Levi, yes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, he gets ahead of Yetter, and that's how they cross the stripe. So the 3rd spot does go to Chubb Frank. Finishing 2nd, it'll be the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. And starting on the pole, ladies and gentlemen, of your second feature, Lernerville, it's one of your own in the Millerstown Pickup Part. D&D Auto Salvage, Krill Recycling, Woods Rodding, Custom Sponsored Rocket Chassis. He can hear you in the car. How about it for Michael Norris?
Michael Norris, a 7-time starter in the Firecracker 100, 5th and 20 his best finish. Norris, you didn't just set all-star performance fast time. You just won that one by 2 seconds over Jonathan Davenport. What are your thoughts as you look ahead to this 25-lap feature?
I'm curious what the weather's going to do and what the track's going to do. Obviously, that condition's right in my wheelhouse, so we're perfect so far. Hopefully, we can keep it rolling. I just got to say thanks to all my sponsors, all you awesome fans.
All right, how about it? Michael Norris wins heat race number 1. He'll start the Victory Fuel pole, guys. He's going to be our 15th different Victory Fuel pole sitter in 2024.
How about the Big River Steel front row coming up, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely. How about that? Wow, that's more than a strawberry moon there. That's a
strawberry daiquiri moon.
I think that was the same color that Mason Ziegler was seen in that first heat earlier.
Yeah, an excessive heat warning for Ziggy.
Summit Racing Equipment, heat number 2 for Group B. And how about this one, James? Starting on the pole out of Dresden, Ohio, the 99 of Devin Moran. And on his outside out of Chandler, Arizona, the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr.
Mike Marlar looking for his first Firecracker win. The only driver to win the Lucas Oil Knoxville Late Model Nationals 3 times. And outside, 6-time track champion here at Lernerville in the Lynn Geisler 1C out of Saxonburg, Pennsylvania. It is Alex Faree.
We move back to row 3, and on the inside, we find the driver out of Centerville, PA, in the 1-1-1. It's going to be Max Blair, and on his outside, out of Dade City, Florida, the 17 SS is Brendan Smith.
And in your next row, we Colton Flinner. He was the track champion here a few years ago. He's out of Allison Park, PA. He's also a former Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. And Denny Fenton in the 56 out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. You got unhooked there on your iPad, right?
I got unhooked.
You're good to go.
I'm unhinged.
You're unhinged. Ziggy was
unhinged. Alex Faree trying to get the fire built.
I like the fire, though, on these guys, don't you?
Absolutely.
I mean, those crate guys were driving in there like they were, man, well, they're running for 20,000 tomorrow night.
Those crate heats, the rush heats were outstanding. Very, very good. Solid field of rush late models this weekend.
Now, look, guys, they're going to have a hard time in this one getting Pennsylvania, but hey, Faree could make it happen. How about the fact 3 of the first 4 heats have been won by Pennsylvania drivers?
Love it.
We love that.
Keystone State showing out here tonight.
Great crowd here tonight. Thank you very much. Again, tomorrow afternoon, we'll have the Dirt Racing Outreach program at 2 o'clock and then the autograph session later in the afternoon. So come on out tomorrow. Camping up 20% from last year, a record here at Lernerville. The 3rd year in a row, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. You got the Big River Steel cars at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. Devin Moran and Ricky Thornton Jr., Dustin Jarrett.
Green flags out and they fire. In this 15th race of the night, it'll be Summit Racing Equipment Heat 2 for Group B. Moran gets the early advantage. Remember, Moran got the lead on the initial start of his feature last night before it got called back due to a caution in turns 3 and 4. He'll lead lap number 1 here in this one.
3 Lucas Oil regulars right there. Moran 3rd in the points. Thornton leading the Midwest Sheet Metal points. And then right now, Mike Marlar is 5th. Marlar down the back straightaway. Running in 4th is the Lynn Geisler 1C of Alex Faree. Here comes Marlar to the bottom. Marlar. Good run here in that second feature last night, or in the first feature into turn number 1. 2 laps in the books. Man, that is tough up there up top. I don't know how they keep the right rear from not going over the bank, but and you go over the bank here, you know what happens.
Yeah, we saw that last night. Absolutely. Moran out front, Thornton in 2nd, Mike Marlar in 3rd, and this is a who's who of dirt late model drivers in this heat race. Moran stretched out in this one, James, to about a 0.7 of a second advantage over Ricky Thornton Jr. Thornton with about that same advantage over Mike Marlar. That lead trio, they've got several car lengths on what's turning into a battle for the 4th spot. Alex Faree has it, and we've got a battle up front now for the lead.
Whoa, Thornton took a shot there out of turn number 2. They're halfway. They'll go 3 to go. Remember, Moran was running 2nd to Thornton last night in the main event. Shredded a tire. Down through the middle is Thornton. And at turn number 1, 3 to go. We got a battle at Lernerville between Moran and Thornton. Ricky Thornton Jr. tried to dive it up the corner. He almost slipped over the top. Moran pulls away. Marlar solid in 3rd. Down the back straightaway, Dustin.
That lead trio again. They're quietly tiptoeing away from another trio of cars back there battling for 4th, 5th, and 6th. 2 laps to go in this one. Devin Moran, if he's able to hang on and win, James, he will start in the outside front row alongside the hometown hero Michael Norris in your Group B feature here this evening.
Turn 4 here is the funnest corner in all of dirt track racing. The way they get in that corner. The Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go. for the outside of the front row. The second feature, Moran trying not to slip up. Here comes Thornton. Does he have a shot? Destined into turn 3.
He's going to drive it in deep. Not going to matter, though, as they come off corner number 4. Checkered flag is out. The winner of Summit Racing Equipment Group B Heat 2 is going to be Devin Moran. Second goes to Ricky Thornton Jr. Mike Marler finishes third, followed by Colton Flinner, Max Blair, Brendan Smith, Alex Faree, and Denny Fenton.
Yeah, Faree had a problem in turn 2 on that last lap, so they will go to the scales to make it official, and it's a Big River Steel sweep in this heat race, Dustin.
Indeed it is. Finishing third is Mike Marler. Finishing second is Ricky Thornton Jr. And your winner is going to be the driver of that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Red Oak Pub, Car Source Auto, sponsored Longhorn. How about it for the third generation driver, ladies and gentlemen, Devin Moran.
Devin Moran, 4 Firecracker 100 starts for the driver out of Dresden, Ohio. His best finish of 4th back in 18th. Back in 18, 5th here last year, 7 wins on the year, 2 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And Devin Moran here in Group B picks up the win in Summit Racing Equipment Heat Race number 2 after a heartbreaker here last night. Well, Devin, last night looked like you had a car that could possibly contend for the win. Flat Tire had other ideas. You unload fast here tonight, though. From the driver's seat, how comfortable are you right now?
It wasn't bad right there. You know, the track's really tricky. You don't really know where to be, and especially a little bit of sprinkle, it moves it around a little bit. And I saw Ricky below me, so I tried moving down a little bit, but I felt all right. We just got to work on it a little bit.
All right, a big smile on his face, trying to put Big River Steel in victory lane again here tonight. And it's Devin Moran picking up the win. As, guys, we get set for the final heat of the night. This is Earnhardt Technologies Group Heat 3 for Group B.
All right, coming up, as you mentioned, Earnhardt Technologies, Heat number 3 of Group B on the pole, the 2022 track champion. He drives the Joe Corrado number 10 out of Sarver, Pennsylvania. It is John Garvin Jr. And on the outside, the JCM Motorsports car. He is out of Marina, Mississippi. That is Spencer Hughes.
Row number 2 on the inside, the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion out of Martinsville, Indiana. The New Deal Hudson O'Neal in 71, and on his outside, the Paylor Motorsports 93 out of Lincolnton, North Carolina. That's Carson Ferguson.
Row 3 on the inside, former track champion out of Sarver. It'll be Ken Schultenbrand in the 29 on outside. The 14-year-old, he is out of Ellenville, New York. It is Bam Bam Brock Pinkerus.
And your final 2 starters, he was on fire last night, literally. Burgettstown, Pennsylvania's Kyle Lucan of the 184 had a fuel line issue, and on his outside out of Somerville, PA, in the 5L, it's going to be John Lee. Again, 8 cars, 8 laps. Earnhardt Technologies Heat 3 for Group B. And Ben, the winner of this one, will start third.
They will. And I tell you what, something cool for me, we all love all different types of racing. And I know we saw him in the Rush division earlier, but Tim Schaefer just walked by me down here, a former Knoxville Nationals champion out here racing late models, and now just being a race fan the rest of the night here at Lernerville. That's pretty freaking cool.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. Well, Pennsylvania's won 3 heats, right? Delaware 1, and Ohio.
Well, John Garvin going to try to make it 4 wins for the Keystone State.
Or what about Mississippi?
Oh, baby.
Here we go.
Fire in the Nutrient Ag Solutions starting zone, and Garvin gets a good start in that Joe Corrado owned number 10.
Not a good start for Spencer Hughes. Working the bottom is O'Neal, the defending Lucas Oil champion. They try to go 3 wide. Here comes Carson Ferguson, and they go to go 3 wide down the back. How about Ken Schultenbrand, the veteran out of Sarver? And in that Roush Yates 29, he wants more, and they are going at it again in the final heat of the night.
I promise you, if there's anything on the bottom, Kenny Schultenbrand's going to find it. That is his bread and butter right down there on the inside of that racetrack. Here comes Hudson O'Neal. He's going to run Garvin down the back straightaway. He clears him in turns 3 and 4. Garvin will try to cross him over, coming off the corner. Garvin leads by half a cat twister.
Threw it in the area that time, didn't he, into 1. It's Garvin. Here comes O'Neal up top out of turn number 2, and he goes to the outside. There's no way that just happened, right? He got right around him, and Schultenbrand on the bottom. Can Ken Schultenbrand upset the field here? He goes to second around Garvin. Oh, baby.
Remember what a good run Kenny Schultenbrand had in the Firecracker 100 last year. A top 10 finish for the Sarver native. Right now, he runs in second ahead of his fellow Lernerville regular, the 10 of John Garvin, 2 former track champions right there in second and third. But right now, they trail the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. And Hudson O'Neal, James, 4 laps down, 4 laps to go.
Kenny Schultenbrand, 2-time track champion. As we go with 3 laps to go, as O'Neal starting to pull away. Schultenbrand, battle for 4th, side by side between Carson Ferguson and Spencer Hughes. 2 to go coming up for inside of row 2 of Group B feature, the final preliminary of the night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Hudson O'Neal quietly tiptoeing away from the drivers in this one. James, a 1.6 second advantage is now Garvin going to relinquish that third spot to the 19M of Causeyville, Mississippi, Spencer Hughes. Hughes now onto the podium in the third spot, as now just less than 2 laps to go, and Hudson O'Neal pulling away in the closing stages of this one.
Barron's Performance, 1 lap to go coming up next time around. This time around, we've got 1 to go. O'Neal way out in front right now. Schultenbrand solid in second. Kenny started in 5th of that 29 final lap. And Hudson O'Neal, pending the UNOA scales, will start 3rd here tonight in the Group B A main for the defending Lucas Oil champion.
Second going to go to Kenny Schultenbrand. Third will be Spencer Hughes. John Garvin finishes 4th, followed by Carson Ferguson, John Lee, and Brock Pinkerus. So Spencer Hughes gets 3rd. Ken Schultenbrand finishes 2nd. And the winner, there he is, of tonight's 3rd Earnhardt Technologies heat race for Group B. He is the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion, defending World 100 champion out of Martinsville, Indiana, in that professional concrete cutting and drilling. Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding, O'Neal Salvage and Recycling, Bob and Tammy Burton Longhorn. Number 71, how about it for the new deal, Hudson O'Neal?
Well, Hudson, impressive move to get to the lead in that one, and he picks up the win in Earnhardt Technologies Group Heat 3. He started 3rd in his feature last night, but late faded to a 6th place finish, and that's what we're going to talk about as he picks up his 7th Simpson Race Products Heat Race win of the year, 6th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series standings. Last year's Lucas Oil champion, the World 100 champion. Well, Huddy, last night you started 3rd. You were a contender early. The car went backwards a little bit in the feature. You ended up 6th. What did you learn from that you can put toward tonight's main event?
Well, we worked on just our overall preparation today and packed the wheel full of mud, which was a little bit of our fault. So we'll try and avoid that tonight, but we got a good starting spot again. We're pretty good. Just need to make some small little changes, and I think we'll be right there.
All right, a big smile on his face. He'll start 3rd in feature number 3 tonight. Hudson O'Neal, he picks up the win in Earnhardt Technologies Heat Race 3. And guys, that was 6 entertaining heats in the books.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Ben. We're going to step aside for a quick set of breaks. When we come back, Rush Dash will be on the track. Your 6 heat race winners, don't go anywhere. It's night 2 of the 18th annual Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel.